Okay, so here we are with the weekly priority pages. And these are the sheets that repeat themselves in the accountability journal weekly. So every single week, you're going to go through these same pages and plan out your week appropriately, again, so you can get laser focused. So now that you have your goals down, this is the next step. Now, based on the prior video with your big 5 goals, also broken down into quarterly sub goals or priorities, this is where you are now going to plan your week. Rather, so that you can focus, so that you know exactly what to focus on, rather than just going through your week on autopilot like so many of us end up doing. Now, try to stay between 1 and 3 priorities. It doesn't always have to be 3. Maybe some weeks it's going to be super busy and you have so many meetings and you have people coming from your head office or VPs or presidents and directors and all of that stuff coming. I don't know what happens in your world, but sometimes it's okay to just put, if there's just one thing that you're going to focus on. The key here is to not overschedule yourself. Resist that urge to fill up this page, and then when you get to the next week, be really frustrated and disappointed with yourself because you didn't get anything done. So stick to 1 to 3 and break those down. So for example, I'll give you one of my examples. So for this week, for me, it is to record these videos. So that was a huge focus for me this week, and I'm almost done. Hooray! But this was a huge focus for me. So here I would put the videos and recording, whatever that's going to look like in your world, and website updates, all of that stuff all goes here. It goes with this video. Then I would take it down here and I would jot it in here. So video recording, whatever that looks like. And I would start listing out all of the tasks that I need to do to get this done. From here, so if I had my 3 priorities, I would fill these up, all my tasks, and then I would actually take these tasks and I would transfer them over into my agenda, and then I would schedule them out day by day. So shameless plug, here we go. If you are also looking for one of my agendas, I have an agenda for it's called the Simplifier, which is for busy people, anyone who uses a planner to go through their week. I also have a book. It's called The Moneymaker. There it is, Moneymaker. It's for real estate agents. And I also have a book that's called The Prospector, and that is for sales professionals, network marketers, direct sellers, those kinds of roles. So that's what I would do here. I would then take those tasks and I would move them over into my agenda to help with super organization, because that's what I like to do. Now, once you have this down, you'll notice you see a section of roadblocks. Think about your week ahead and identify any roadblocks that may kick you off track. If we identify and plan for these, they have way, way less of an impact. For me, I know for this week, for roadblocks, I know there's no school on Friday. I know that I have so much work that I have to get done this week. It is totally a roadblock for me. What's my solution? Am I going to ask my mom to take the kids? Am I going to send them to the babysitter? Whatever it is, I got to figure that out, because I know that's going to be huge in my world this week. So plan for any of those roadblocks that you have. We're going to skip up here. We're going to talk about gratitude for a moment. It's easy to focus on the negative and get caught up in it. So we're going to consciously step away from that and into the positive. Think about what you're grateful for, but rather than list a bunch of things you're grateful for, I'm grateful for my husband, I'm grateful for my kids, I'm grateful for the food we eat, and that's all wonderful. However, let's pick one thing that we're grateful for and list 3 reasons why we're grateful for it. Doing it this way makes it much more powerful, I know for me, and I know for others as well, to just find that one thing you're grateful for this week and why is it that you're grateful for that? Now, here's the wins of the week. Sometimes people struggle with the wins of the week. So here it is. You'll see here a tip. Nothing is too small. Think about the things that were a success in your week and jot them down. Do your best to jot down at least 3. If you, so if I successfully dodged this roadblock over here of my kids being off school and I did something here, then well, next week I'd put it down, but I did that. I successfully planned my roadblocks. I looked ahead and I planned and I did it. If you've achieved one of your tasks, let's say you got maybe 50% of these goals done, or maybe you got 40% of these tasks done with this priority, jot that down. Nothing is too small. We need to focus on the progress and we need to focus on the positive. And then of course, your scribbles and inspirations as you go through any big ideas that you have as you're going through here, jot them down. Don't filter, just take notes as you go. Now, these weekly sheets and this entire accountability journal is much more effective if you go through it with someone, a friend, a coworker, or even your team at work. This is where the accountability comes in. Each week, as you plan your upcoming week, you must review the previous week to make sure you did what you said you would do. So every week, set it right now. Go to your calendar and set it right now. A recurring weekly meeting with that person so you can walk through and plan out your week, but then also review your previous week to make sure that you're getting done what you said you were going to do. Because if someone's checking on your progress, you're more likely to get your stuff done than if nobody's checking. Now, sometimes we don't have that person in our lives that we can go through this and who's going to unequivocally hold us accountable. I will link in the notes below tips on finding an accountability partner. So this is the process that we're going to go through every single week with our accountability journals. So we are more focused and spending time on the areas that matter most. I'm so glad that you are here, and good luck with finding your accountability partner and planning your weeks.